If one more person tells me to go blonde, I'm gonna throw a hissy fit.
I loved the bleached.
No, I loved it, but like you don't understand how many people get telling me that I look better as a blonde. And I'm like, it's not what you want to hear because this is the hand I was dealt. Do you know what I mean? One day I will go blonde again, I'm sure, for a role. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be able to stay au naturel.
Yeah, you know, I think when they did the they filmed this reaction video of kind of telling me that I got this job, which was very fun, and I'm thank God I didn't wear like a really, really bad outfit because I obviously didn't know that it was happening. But when they put that out there, there was definitely a little bit of a trepidation of, oh, I really hope that their initial feelings will be positive, and they were, which I think just set us off on a very good footing. And there were, of course, a few, they're not blonde comments, but you know, hopefully we did justice to the characters enough that that'll be okay.
I mean, but since then,
yeah,
the response has been like pretty much 100% positive. And,
honestly.
And like people have really gotten behind, especially you, because it's hard to play a character this. So like for people who love that book, it's so iconic, and like they describe her blonde curls and stuff, but like you are just Poppy through and through. Like, so it doesn't matter what color your hair is because you brought so much of yourself to the character that I think this is now how people will see Poppy.
Oh.
And your hair is super curly and cute, so I'm sure they'll love that.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No.
Thank you.
I talk too much, you go.
You do not talk too much. The scene in the tent in Canada when we go camping, I think that scene, we shot it quite late and we both had the flu.
I had a fever.
We both were getting really sick, and so were people on the crew. It was just it was after we shot the rain, so everyone was starting to get ill. But it was really sweet, and it was really heartfelt, and it was really simple and peaceful. And I was like, oh, we've done all the fun stuff and all the comedy, and then we got to do that, and I thought, oh, this is gonna work, yeah.
The way we shot it too, you know, I always think, sometimes I find it difficult in big spaces, like acting becomes harder when you're in this huge room. It just,
less intimate.
It feels like less intimate, and we were truly in a tent in the middle of a soundstage with our camera operator and no one else, and it just felt like the world kind of disappeared in that moment, and I kind of fell in love with our characters in that moment too, and their friendship. Something I love so much about these two characters is how they really are friends first, like best friends. I think that's just so nice.
Yeah, and also when whether it's a friend first or a partner, like they should be your best friend.
Absolutely,
right?
I agree.
Person you love. Yeah.
Oh, probably.
I don't know if I've had any really terrible holidays. Like, I think back to like vacations that were ruined by like rainstorms, but they still end up being good because if you're there with your family or with a loved one, like you end up like sitting indoors and reading books. And I just went on a recent vacation where we got a bunch of sun, and then the last 5 days were just non-stop rain. But it was wonderful because we just sat inside and read books and enjoyed each other's company, and it was such a special time. And I think if you're with the right person or people, it can still be beautiful.
I mean, I do think there's an element of misery makes memories a little bit.
So true.
Yeah.
I did a road trip with some friends during COVID in Oregon when the fires were happening.
Oh, wow.
And that truly felt like I was in purgatory that entire trip. There was like scary deers. It was just like, it was out of a movie how kind of strange and horrible that trip was. But in some ways it's the thing that we talk about the most because it's just, there were so many like obstacles to try to, you know, overcome during that trip. So yeah, misery makes memories.
I knew as soon as we did their chemistry read over Zoom, I knew 5 seconds into that we were golden. And we did a lot of rehearsal on this film. So we had a week or more of rehearsal where every day during prep, me, Tom, and Emily would just sit in a room and go page by page through the script, talk about ideas, throw things out. And just seeing Tom and Emily's sort of natural friendship bloom during that time was so fun. They just naturally get along really well. They really like each other as human beings. And I just think I knew straight away. I mean, we did some really big scenes very early on in the schedule. So it was like, I remember one day that was the craziest day was we had to do a scene, one of the first scenes in the movie. And then on that same day, this was day 2 of shooting, we had to do a Boston College scene.
Wow.
And then we had to do a Barcelona scene.
Oh my God.
And that was day 2. And so they had to jump 9 years in their life and in their chemistry and play this really goofy, like, you know, oh, we kind of hate each other scene to this, like, oh, we're actually secretly in love but haven't talked in 2 years scene.
Yeah.
And just to see them nail that, I was like, oh, we're so cool.
Yeah.
We're aces. Day 1 was also very interesting because it was the water taxi scene.
Oh, wow.
That was day 1.
Oh my gosh.
Was shooting with Lucas on the water taxi out on the open water. And so that was wild. And just seeing how funny they were, and it was great. So we knew very early on.
Yeah, I learned so much. I mean, I don't even know really how to talk about how much I learned. But there was, I mean, for Brett specifically, a big part of the process for you, like working on the script and guiding the writers on the script, I think was looking for these big set pieces that, you know, my books are so like just grounded, and Brett really wanted to keep that tone, and I really wanted to keep that tone, but you still need these moments that feel like cinematic, theatrical moments, whatever. And watching that process and just the clever ways of truncating something where you're taking what you use 5 scenes to develop in a book and you're whittling that down to 1 beat. And so some of the biggest changes are changes like that, where it's like, rather than just cutting out these 5 scenes, we did 1 new scene that kind of like finds a new way to connect what came before it and what came after it. And I learned so much. It was very helpful.